I didn't expect it to be as interesting as this guy right here, and it's a dream come true to get to work with him. It was by far the most exciting part of the job.
You look after Daddy,
but it's true.
Amazing. It's great to talk to you both. Congratulations on the new series. I binged, well, as much as they gave me because they're keeping it top secret, but it's amazing. And there's so many twists and turns every time you think you know where it's going, there's another crazy thing happens. So how did you both hear about this? And when you read the script, was it that kind of keeping you guessing, that kind of Guy Ritchie magic that attracted you?
Yeah, I definitely like the idea of it being a story that evolves over time, which is quite different to doing a feature, because you know, the feature script, you know, the beginning, the middle, and the end. And with TV, you kind of build it as you go along. I only read the first 2 episodes when I sort of signed on, so it was exciting to know that, and knowing Guy's style, knowing that it would chop and change, and how much of it will be in the edit is really kind of, you know, a little bit scary, but also kind of fun to see that transition. A lot of the stuff that we shot on the day ends up on screen looking completely different, or it's suddenly a flashback or a flash forward, and all these little tricks that he uses in the editing suite that are genius and give him his sense of style. I think that was really definitely quite attractive.
Is that the same with every film or TV show or whatever you do, Ray, in that you have to put a lot of trust into a director then? Because it sounds like there's only 2 episodes.
I think you do. Yeah. At the end of the day, you know, you're kind of making his film and what he's looking for, and hopefully you're allowed to bring something to it. You're allowed to go on that journey with them. They're the best directors, you always do, and you find that with Guy in a different kind of way. You know, he will use what you've done, but he'll use it in the way that he wants to use it. But at the same time, it's up to you to bring something to the table in the first place. So, yeah, it's certainly a different way of working. Sometimes much more heightened than what I'm used to. But once you accept that and you get on board with that, then you start to enjoy it, you know?
Yeah. And when you realize about the rest of the casting, Kaya, and you find out your dad is going to be played by Ray Winstone, did you know that straight from when you signed on, or is that kind of a very cool thing?
You wouldn't have signed on. You wouldn't have signed on if you didn't know.
No, I had no idea he was going to play my dad. It was quite down to the wire, actually. And I think we actually even shot the scenes from the episode you're in later on, because we didn't know who it was going to be. And I was quite excited. I thought I knew it would be someone interesting. I knew it would be someone cool. I didn't expect it to be as interesting as this guy right here. And it's a dream come true to get to work with him. It was by far the most exciting part of the job.
You look after Daddy,
but it's true.
But you played so well, Ray. I mean, obviously you played a lot of iconic gangsters in the past. So do you approach this differently? Do you do research into this character and imagine what this person will be like? Or what do you do? What's your process for these?
Well, the research is done over decades. You know, people you've met. You know, a lot of them are business people. They're just businessmen, you know. The difference between, I guess, it's a fine line between supposed to being a businessman and a gangster, you know.
Yeah.
They all want to earn money, and they want to earn money the easy way, you know.
Yeah.
And I've met many villains who are so intelligent, could actually be the heads of corporations, you know. But they choose another route. It's something to do with the excitement of that, I guess, or just they like hurting people. I don't know. It's but everyone is different, you know, and you can bring something different to the table. Bobby Glass is a businessman. He's a very intelligent man, you know. He just chooses sometimes to do things that maybe other people wouldn't do, you know.
Yeah. Do you take your steak as seriously as he does, though? Do you know what I mean? Are you like?
Yeah. Oh, I love a bit of Joe Blake. You can't beat it. Yeah, I do. But you know, it's funny as you get older, you calm down a little bit, but you don't eat as much of that, you know.
Cholesterol and all that as well.
Yeah. There's always an injection for gout.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you're in Italy, if you've got gout, right, which is really bad for you, right? You know, I'm talking about the injection. Doctor comes around with a cigarette in his mouth and sticks an injection in your foot. Like, you can't get that in England, you know. They won't allow that to do it. So that makes you eat more meat because you know you're gonna have the jab, you know.
I love it.
Yeah, fillet, nice fillet. You can't beat a bit of fillet. I mean, guys into Kobe beef and all that. That's all lovely, you know. But not everyone can afford that, you know. Because a nice size of Kobe beef is something like $1,000, and you could talk about £100 a bit of steak. Well, you know, there's other fillet steaks out there just as good, you know, beautiful. It's in the cooking and all. And how long you leave it laying around,
You have me starving now. I'm going to have to go. That's the time up. Listen, thanks so much for
You're not
talking to me.
vegetarian, are you?
I'm definitely not vegetarian. I'm going to have a steak tonight. I can tell you now, Ray. Do you know what I mean? After that combo. Go on, take